Hi guys, I'm Maxie. I'm going to rate Esther 6 to 10, Joey 1 to 4, Proverbs 15, and Psalms 23 and stuff. When that night the king came to see, and he gave order with the book of memorable deeds, the Chronicles, and they were read for the king. It is remembering how Mordecai had taught about Big Ben and terrors to the king's eunuchs who got there, so and his sought to lay hands on King Ahasuerus. The king said, "What honor of distinction have you bestowed on Mordecai this young man?" And he turned and said, "How things been done for him?" The king said, "Who is in the court?" And now Haman just entered our court, the king's palace, to speak with the king about having Mordecai hanged on the gallows. And then he prepared for the king and told Haman to stand in the court. And the king said, "Let him come." And the Haman came in. And the king said to him, "What should be done for this man whom the king delights to honor?" And Haman said to him, "So what whom the king delights to honor more than me?" And he said to him, "So what the king for the man whom the king delights to honor, that royal he brought him the king's horn, the horse of the king's been and the king is rude, and on his head a rock on his side. And just a man whom the king delights to honor, and then laid on the heaven to square of the city. And proclaimed for him, "Thus shall be done to the man whom the king delights to honor." And the king said to him, "Hurry, take the herbs and the horse." And as he said, they said to Mordecai, Jew, who is standing at the sits of the king's gate, "Leave out nothing out that you have mentioned." And so Haman took the herbs and the horse. And he just Mordecai led out to the square of the city, proclaimed before him. And thus shall be done with the man whom the king delights to honor. And Mordecai returned to the king's gate. Haman returned to testimony with his hand covered. And Haman told his wife Zeresh and all his friends everything that happened to him. His wife met his wife Zeresh said to him, "And if Mordecai before him knew the force of the Jews, you know everything will surely fall before him." And after yet talking with him, the king's eunuchs arrived and hurried to bring Haman to the feast that Esther prepared. So the king and Haman went into the feast of Queen Esther. And on the second day, as they were drinking wine after the feast, the king again said to Esther, "What is your wish, Queen Esther? Shall I be granted me? What is your wish? Into half my kingdom shall be fulfilled." Then Queen Esther said, "If I have found inside king, there is king, let my life free granted me, if my wish and my heap for my request. If we have been sought, I may do destroyed to be going to be annihilated. And if we had been sought me like slaves, men, I would have been sought for affliction not to be compared with the loss of the king." And King Ahasuerus the queen said to Queen Esther, "Who is he and where is he? Who is dared to do this? It is a foreign enemy." And the wicked Haman, and Haman was terrified before the king and queen. And the king arose in his wrath and his wine drank, went to the palace to God. And he stayed to beg for his life from Queen Esther, for she saw that harm was determined against about the king. And the king returned from the palace and to the place where they drank wine. As Haman was fallen in the power that Esther was, and the king said, "Will he even assault the queen in my presence?" In my own house, the word left the mouth of the king, they covered Haman's face. And Harper and one of the eunuchs and the attendants to the king said moreover, the gallows on him that Haman is prepared for Mordecai, whose word said the king stayed Haman's house 50 cubits high. And the king said, "Hang him on that." So they hanged him on the gallows he prepared for Mordecai. And the rest of the king obeyed it. And the day King Ahasuerus gave to Queen Esther the house of Haman. And they made the Jews and Mordecai and Paul and came before the king. And Esther told what he was to her, and the Jews took up a scenery, which she take for her and gave to Mordecai. Esther said, "Mordecai of the house of Haman." Esther spoke again to the king. She felt to be in love and pleaded with him to avert the evil plan of Haman, and the plot he had devised against the Jews. And the king held up the golden scepter to Esther rose and stood before the king. And she said, "If it pleases the king, if I have found favor in sight, if the thing seems right before the king, and pleasing in his eyes, then it ought to be written to write the letters devised by him and Agabus and Hamdatha, which he wrote to show the Jews and all the promises of the king. And how can I bear to see the calamity that's come to our evil? How can I bear to see destruction of my kind?" And King Ahasuerus said to Queen Esther and to Mordecai the Jew, "For I have given Esther the house of Haman, near him among the gods, because they intend to lay hands on the Jews. And they arise you put in to God to the Jews and name the king and seal the king's ring. And eat the grain and name the king and seal the king's ring cannot be reversed. As the king scribes saw at that time, with that much, his mother silver on the 23rd day. And 80 goes according to all the market commanding concerning Jews. And such as guns and the fish of the provinces from India to Ethiopia. 127 provinces. To each province its own script and their own language. He ran the name of King Ahasuerus sealed it on the king's signet ring. And he sent the letters by men and couriers riding on swift horse that were used in the king's service. After that roaster, saying the king allowed the Jews who never see. The guy and defendant lest destroyed to kill and to annihilate every armed force any Hebrew provinces that might attack them. Children that were included to Ponticus. On the 23rd of the provinces of King Ahasuerus, on the 13th day of the 12th month, which is month Adar, the copy of what was written was to be issued as a decree in every province, being publicly displayed to all peoples. And Jews were too rare on that day to see angels of their enemies. So the couriers went on the swift horse that were used in the king's service without hurry. As the king's command, the decree was issued and ceased the citadel. And Mordecai went out from the present. And those of the king were rose of blue and purple white with a great golden crown, very fine linen and purple. And the sea is a shadow of Joseph lion, Jews had lying gladness and joy and honor. Every province and every sea wherever the king's commanded to eat it reached, and his glass enjoy among the Jews feast and holiday, and many from the people of the country to cut themselves to peace. The fear of the Jews will fall on them. And the 12th month, which was a month that on the 13th day of the same, and the king's command to go about to carry on the very day, and the enemies of the Jews have to gain a master over them. The rest of the Jews gain a master over the Haman. The Jews gathered in the seas throughout all the provinces. The king hasted to lay hands on those who saw their heart. And Augustus against the fear that have fallen on all peoples. While the fish of the province and such as and governors and the rural agencies helped the Jews, the fear of Mordecai fallen on them, for Mordecai was great in the king's house. And he said that all the provinces of the man Mordecai grew more and more powerful. The Jews struck all their enemies with sword, killing and destroying them. And they did as they pleased to those who hated them. And Caesar said itself, the Jews killed and destroyed 500 men. And as to kill partial death forever. And Dathan, and Espathan, and Porathan, and Daily, and Dathan, and Palmashta, and Ursa, and Aradai, and Phase, after the 10 sons of Haman, and Hamadath, and made Jesus, and laid their hand upon them. And very day the number of those killed Caesar's that was a report to King. And King said to Queen Esther, and Caesar said that Jews killed and destroyed 500 men, and Ursa 10 sons of Haman. What have they done in the rest of the king's houses? What your wishes shall be granted, and what further your request shall be fulfilled. And Esther said, I hope King let the Jews go, and Caesar be allowed to do according to this day's edict. And the 10 sons of Haman be hanged on the gods. So the king commanded the street down and decrees issued Caesar. And 10 sons of Haman were hanged. The Jews who were in Caesar's gathers on the 14th day of the month they there. And they killed 300 men in Caesar. He laid their hands upon them. As the Jews and the king's presence together to defend their lives. And God lifted from their enemies, killed 75,000 of those who hated them. Laid their hands upon this on the 13th day of the month they there. On the 14th day they arrested and made the day of feasting, and they died day of feasting and gladness. The Jews and the Caesar began on the 13th day and the 14th and rest on the 15th day. And he died a day of feasting and gladness. Therefore the Jews of virtually live in the road towns. After the 14th day of the month of Adar, the day for gladness and feasting, and the holding and dinner which they sent gifts of food to one another. And Mordecai recorded these things in the list of the Jews who were in all the provinces of King Ahasuerus. This new year for obliging them to keep the 14th day of the month of Adar. And as the 15th day of the same year by year, as the days on which the Jews go away from their enemies, and as the month that had been turned from them from sorrow to gladness and from mourning to holiday, they should make them days of feast and gladness, days of sending gifts of food to one another, and gifts to plots of the Jews, etc. What did they start to do? For Mordecai went into Haman, Agagite, and Hamadath, the enemy of all the Jews, and fought against the Jews to destroy them. And he cast to crush and destroy them. And it came before the king and gave orders away. His evil plan should he devise against the Jews, should return his own hand, he and his son should be hanged on the gods. Therefore they caused days period after the 10th period, therefore because of all that men fled. What they faced in the battle, what happened to the Jews, how they obligated themselves and offspring. They were doing it without fail, they would keep these 2 days control in the time point every year. That these days should be kept out every generation. Every clan province see that these days of perish, and therefore to the Jews among the Jews. Which is the commemoration of these days sees among the sons. And Queen Esther's second daughter Abraham, Mordecai the Jew, gave forward and authority confirmed the second letter about here. And those were sent to all the Jews into 127 provinces of Ahasuerus. And words, peace, and truth. That these days of Purim should be observed at that point in season. And Mordecai the Jew and Queen Esther agreed, as they had overgiven themselves on the offspring with regard to fast and the Lenten. Command Esther confirmed these practices of Purim as according to writing. King Ahasuerus pressed text of the land and the person of the sea, and all the axes of Haman and fought down the high order of Mordecai, to which the king advanced. After them in the book of Chronicles, the king of Media and Persia. And Mordecai the Jew was second in rank to King Ahasuerus, who was great among the Jews and popular with all the multitude of his brothers. He sought the welfare of his people and spake peace to all people. In Job 1-4. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and the males were himself Abram. When he had gone 10 away from you, they were born to him 7 sons and 3 daughters. He possessed 7,000 sheep, 3,000 cows, 500 young oxen, 500 female donkeys, and very many sons. So this man was the greatest of all the people of the east. His sons used to go and hold a feast in the house each one on his day. His son invited their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. And these the feast of men they called Jehovah to his son and consecrated them. And he was arise early in the morning, and offered bounties according to number them all. And Job said, maybe that my children have sinned and cast God in the house. As Job did continue, there was a day on the son of the God came to his son, south of the Lord. And Satan just came among them. The Lord said to him, from where have you come? Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and from the earth, and from walking up and down it. And the Lord said to him, have you considered my son Job? There is none like him on the earth, but I am so right me. Your face contents with you. And Satan answered the Lord, and as Job, you go off and have you not put a hedge around it? And his house and all the house and every son of you, but the work of his hands. And his actions increase in the land, etc. Your hand shall surely has. He'll curse you to his face, and the Lord said to him, all the has in your hand, and he gets to do shall surely hand. The same matter for the person of the Lord. And all that is there, and sons of dogs by eating and drinking wine, and the old of those have. The messenger of Job said, the oxen were plowing, and the donkey came beside them. And the Sabaeans fell upon them, took them, and struck down their sons. I just saw. I led his to tell you, who said, speaking, became another said, I got the father from heaven, burned the sheep and the sons of Cassia. I led his to tell you, yet speaking, came another and said, the Chaldeans formed 3 groups and made rain on the camels, and took them and struck down the sons of the Aegis. Elaine has great to tell you. I was just speaking and came another and said, his sons and daughters were eating and drinking wine at all the house. And he heard the great wind came on the sword and was attracted four corners of the house. And he fell upon the young people in their dinner. Elaine has great to tell you. And Joe raised and towards where she had to stand family and west. And he said, naked that came from Mother, naked shall return. And Lord gave the Lord's taken, it must be the name of the Lord. And all this Joe did not sin or charge God with him. And again there was a day when and the sun means God gave to present the self for the Lord, and Saint came on to present the self for the Lord. And also today, from where we come, and Saint answered the Lord, said, from going to and from the earth, and from walking up and down there. And the Lord said to Saint, have you seen my son Job? There's none like him on the earth that blames over me. If he's going to touch me, if you sit hold fast until you can say me against and destroy him without any reason. Saint answered the Lord, said, skin for skin, all day many hands, he will give for his life. If you touch your hand and touch his bone and flesh, he will curse you to your face. And the Lord said to Saint, behold, in your hands, and his spirit's life. So Saint went out from the presence of the Lord of Job with loaves and swords from the soles of his foot to the crown of his head. He took a piece of broken pottery for which to scrape off his hand and his ashes. And the wife said to him, do you still hold fast in charity, because you're going to die? He said to you, you speak as one of the fourth one would speak, shall I receive good from God, shall I not receive evil? And you know all this Job not sin with his lips. And when Job's 3 friends heard of all this evil that come upon him, they came each from his own place. Eliphaz's team and I built out Shihai and Zophar and Nephi. He made an appointment together to show him sympathy and to comfort him. His Alpha and this they did not recognize, they raised their voice and wept. They told the rose spoken dust in their heads toward heaven. His Alpha on the ground 7 days, 7 nights, no one spoke a word to him. He saw the suffering was very great, and after this Job opened his mouth and cursed Deus, Beth and Joseph. A day perished on which I was born, and that is a man's conceived. Let that day be dark. May God not seeking, nor light shine upon it, nor gloom dig dark. Let the clouds clear upon it. Like the best of the day terrified that night, let the dark cease. And then I rejoice among the days of the year. Then I come to none of them must. Let the night be bright, and let no joyful cry enter. And there is a curse the day, you are ready to rise a love fight. And stars the storm be dark, and let a hope for light, but have none. Nor see the eyelids in the morning, nor did it, because it did not shut the doors of my eyelids, nor hide trouble from my eyes. I did not die, but come after the women expire. Why did neither receive me, or the why the breast I should nest? But then I would lay down me quiet, I would have slept, I would have been at rest. The king's counsel the earth revealed big bronze for the sons of Prince to God, we fill the house of silver. Why I not as a sin is no one child? His infancy never sit light, there the wicked sit trouble. There the weary are west, there the prisoners are east. Ain't not the voice of child, not the of the great other. And so I three hurts, so I like given to him as a misery, and life did but and so long for death and come not and dig for more than human treasures. And he rejoiced to see it on ground when they find the grave. I was like given to man in his ways, and in God's vision. My sign comes and still my breath. And my groans are poured out like water. The thing I fear comes upon me. I dread falls, and I'm not easy, nor am I cry, I have no rest, but trouble comes. And I was tear my hands and said, and one man shall work with you, will be impatient, you can keep frustrating. You open short to me, you shrink the weak hands, your hands are the words are hard, and when the strong stumbling. You are made from the feeble knees, and has come to you, impatient. You touch you, and you are dismayed. It's not your fear, God, your confidence. And integrity always your hope. Remember, who was I innocent? Who that was instead of perish, whether there was I would be cut off, and as in this plan, they could insert trouble, we could say, by the path of God they perish, by the master's anger they could see, at the royal line of the voice of the fierce line, he the young lands are broken, his strong line pressure like a brain, it comes a line of scatter, and now what was brought to stop playing, my ear received the whisper over it, and made thoughts and visions, and I am in deep sleep, also my dread came upon me in trembling, which me all my bones shakes, but here it glanced up and got past my face, here my flesh stood still, I could not discern its appearance, a form was before my eyes, there was silence and I heard a voice, can a mortal man be in the right before God? Can man be put before his making his sanity, puts no trust in angels, he charged with error, and I shall those who dwell in houses of clay, his generations in the dust who crushed like the moth, retain warning, even they appear into peace, they perish forever without any regarding it. Is not the 10 cord plucked within them, do not die in that without wisdom. Proverbs 15. The soft answer says with rest, but a harsh says anger. The tongue of the wise commits knowledge, and mouth of fools powerfully. The eyes of the Lord know every place. Keep watching even the good. The gentle is cheer life, perverseness is race spirit. The fool despises for instruction, whoever hates a proof spirit. In the house of the rest there is much treasure, the trouble with the income of the wicked. There is the wise spirit knowledge, nor so the hearts of fools. The sacrifice of the wicked is abomination to the law. The way that are acceptable to the way of the wicked is abomination to the law. He loves him, pursues righteousness, as severe discipline if he forsakes away. Whoever hates rude, I shall not bad like a fool. After all the hearts that show him, and scoff doesn't like to, he will not good to us. God makes a cheerful face with sorrow, my sorrow heart, I swear to crush. God him his hands understanding, seeks knowledge, mouth falls pretty on fly. The days to afflict are evil, the cheerful heart is continual feast. As love with the fear of the Lord, and fear church and trouble with him, as the dinner house of lovers, and fair knocks and hatred with the hot temper ministers strife. He is slow to inquire contention, so I had a slug as a cage stones, and the path that rise level highway, wise that makes the father, footman strides his mother. Boys joy to him like sense, and men on walk straight hair. The dark counsel plans straight of many of us to see, taking after instant to do to a man, and one sees how good it is, the path of life leads out for a brew. He may tell me for sure beneath, the Lord turns down the house to prayer, maintains the way his manners, those who look in abomination to law. Gracious words appear, whoever is grief found just gain troubles in the house, or he hates prayer for love. Now how the righteous upon his house, and the mouth of wicked pulls out evil things. Most far from the wicked, he hears the prayer of the righteous, lies rejoice the heart. Green and fresh advice, either listen to life giving proof for dumb or wise. There is no instruction to self, he listens to a proof gains intelligence. He has a little instruction of wisdom, humility comes before honor. Psalm 23. He also my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me past the righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your right hand staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table for me in the hosts of my enemies. You know my health or any power. For surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. And I should know that Jesus pray always back to Father, and how be a name can come and done that as him. He said, take away for this days, and that was these not to teach and to receive one. This is the kingdom of how you feel. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.